Okay, so I'm back in my hotel room. Just experienced the Delhi metro system in definite rush hour. I thought I was in rush hour before, but this time I definitely was. Proper massive sort of crowd surges going into the train, and that I was only going one stop, and luckily loads of people got off at my stops. So it sort of surged back out again, so that was all right. Queuing up to buy the token at whatever it's called, the crazy part of Old Delhi was just ludicrous. And these they've got a system where, in fact this is everywhere basically, all women are treated completely different. Like, so when the train arrived, for example, there's like carriages, the first few carriages are women only, and they were still pretty packed, but they weren't as bad as the multi-sex ones. It's not like women only and men only, it's like women only and then anyone. And the same, all the queues, all the security scans, they like fleece, they pat you down like completely every time you go in and out of a station, x-ray machines on your bag and that, so it creates massive queues. And then no ticket machines, so it's all like hand over cash, exact money only. This Indian, a family of women, and women just go to the front of the queue, just push in at the front. That's, they're not pushing in, that's like the system, that's what they're allowed to do. But the way they do that is they push in and they give you the money. So these Indian women gave me the money and told me what tickets to buy, and I was like saying, I'm English, and they're trying to explain. It's quite funny actually. And they had some unpronounceable station that I had to ask for. Oh god, I did it, I managed to do it. It's quite fun. And then yeah, so I gave them their tokens or whatever. They're like, oh thank you, anyway, yeah, I really like Delhi. I mean, if I come back to India, I'll definitely base myself in Delhi. It's got everything, it's got these sort of posh areas and these nice, and I was walking around Old Delhi for 3 hours today. I didn't get hassled once. I got one old bloke start talking to me, and then after about a minute started telling me about his tour. But I said, no, I don't want to go on your tour, it's alright. And he was fine with that, And that was it. And 3 hours walking around. I mean, I couldn't do that in Agra or Jaipur or anywhere. It was just horrendous everywhere else I went. Even that temple, as you've probably heard my rants on it. But Delhi is beautiful. I sat down in the park in Connaught Place, and I sat down and just read my Lonely Planet guide, on which it told me not to use Indian tour operators, incidentally, which I just have. And not a single person come up and hassled me or anything, or even tried to sell me. And they walked past with the crisp, showed the crisp, said no, fine, beautiful place, hassle-free place, very nice. So come to Delhi, that's what I would say. It's got it all, posh, absolute utter craziness and panic. People are nice. I met really nice people in the mosque, some teenage guys saying, oh, if you want help or whatever. And normally when they're asking that, you know where it's going, but this guy definitely wasn't going anywhere. You could just tell. You can tell the scum from the nice Indian people and that. And it's quite interesting walking around Connaught Place, because it's all the posh area. So all the shops are quite Western and that, and all the Indian families walking around there speaking English to each other. It's kind of weird. I guess that's just the language of the rich or something. I'm not sure. Bits of Hindi in amongst it and that, but yeah, generally speaking, seem to be speaking English. I bought a coffee in a McDonald's just because I saw it there, and they do iced coffee, so I thought that was nice. That's the equivalent of about 50p, so that was good. And they were all speaking English in there, obviously. Well, I say obviously, but I mean perfect English. So were all the Indians. The language of the shop was English. And yeah, anyway, back at my hotel now. Restored my faith in India, Delhi has. Lovely city.